Welcome, everyone, to Lubbock, Texas, Jones AT&T Stadium, where their tortillas will be flying in celebration and in support of their beloved Texas Tech Red Raiders. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Red Raiders will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So the Baylor Bears will be in a hole thanks to that short return. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game. Emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. Using his legs, it's Washington. Gives him a little shake, and he's got some room. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Now on first down from the 30. They're getting this guy lathered up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Dropping back, it's Glagway. He's got his man. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Trying to move the sticks on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete to the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. Tackle is made after the first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing...
And the ball slipped out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
Quarterback empties his backfield. To the air on first down. Finds a tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
And now on second down for this offense. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yo, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football ball. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
A strike downfield. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's looking to throw it. He rifles one deep to the left. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Got it! Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. 3rd and goal from way back there.
I know everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
And it looks as if they're going to try field goal. Field goal is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? They get to the line quickly.
And here we go. you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
30 short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going for the big play. He makes a grab. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. An 84-yard drive there, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Give to the running back. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
He lets one fly deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
There's an example of what happens when a quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Shoots it to the left. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Defense. And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's call.
Looking to move it through the air. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Getting some heat. Escapes the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's caught inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. To the air, it's Lagway. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. It's still 3rd and goal. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Right down the boulevard, it's good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Boy, his freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? He wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Hudson. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They go to the ground. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Might as well give it to him again. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense set on 1st down. Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and you beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bears will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes a connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Grabs it in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Red Raiders line it up with a 1st and goal. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
That is so impressive. Not only was it a great catch, but also he made sure he had 1 foot in bounds to get the touchdown. Beautiful job.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Bears! What a grab and go for the score.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today.
And the Bears will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Line gets set, first down. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Looking to pass on second down. Just a little off. Incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. He's back to throw on second down. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. caught behind the line. It's Hudson. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Reeled it in and just made the house call. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well,
he's got it downfield for a huge gain. All kinds of running room. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. And number 3 is coming soon.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them out.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Nice move to keep running. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll give it to him again. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. The Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Got a man. It's Washington. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Bears with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's right on target.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside and out wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Bears have their offense in high gear. To the ground, he's got it again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
They're bringing heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Ball in the air, intercepted. Bringing it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bears! They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. He makes the grab for the 2 and ties the game.
How about that, guys? That's basically a 15-point swing. Defense gets a pick 6, and then your offense gets the 2-point conversion. Wow.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And nice job by the defense. Understanding 2nd and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the 3rd down and short.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
I don't hate the play call there on 3rd and short either, because you try to catch them off guard. 3rd and short on your own side of the 50. It's not there. Throw it away. Now, if you want to go for it now and run it, now's the time to do it on 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Hauls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Running it to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Bears are marching down the field. Going up top on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They keep attacking through the air. Quickly complete. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Hey, quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Tight end finds a soft spot. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal. Maybe.
Touchdown, Baylor! They move on top here in the 4th. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Trying to slam in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game.
Touchdown, Bears! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Coleman.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Power football with the run. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 3rd. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch along the sideline. Just picked up a few, but enough for a 1st down. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Johnson. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. They'll try to power their way ahead. Shakes off the tackle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Quick tempo here for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves the change for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Got the quick pass. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They'll give it to the back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raider.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer. You've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. This offense has a second down play. Back to throw, it's Lagway. He fires to the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Baylor! They've got the lead here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. You know, the field's about 53 yards wide. Got to kick it between those 53 yards, or else the drive will start on the 40. First down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. A first down for the offense. Back to the ground game on the left.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Not much time left, but the offense has a shot to end this one in regulation. Dropping back, it's Lagway. It's complete. A huge pickup. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
The give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida and